question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, well, now you see that when we talk about reparations and the wealthy and rich folks come out and be trying to deny us our reparations, those that look like us, we see why. Because see, they got the bag. They're poor people with talent done got the bag based off of their talent and done signed contracts to go against the narrative of what their own nation actually need and deserve based off of what has happened to them due to crimes against humanity done to their bloodlines. So now you get all these wealthy and rich folks come out to get you to go to vote, from O to who else was out there? B, who else was out there? Cardi, you know, you name it. All these different folks came out, right? And now you're finding out that they was paid a certain amount of money to come out and represent as a, you know, endorsing a certain candidate, Miss Harris. Go figure, right? They can get millions of dollars just to come out and endorse somebody, but you and I, when we talk about reparations, they don't got no platform for that for us, and they supposed to be our own people. They supposed to be our own people, our superheroes who came up out of our communities through all sorts of strife based off of their talents to be able to get on a larger platform to be able to bring out the true realities of our existence on how we are surviving in America. And instead of doing that, they turn their backs on us and leave us in a position of ghetto slums and hood and go off to be superheroes for every other nation but our own. Go figure, right? With great resources comes great responsibility. But somehow our people that ended up getting the great resources dropped the ball on the great responsibility when it comes to their nation of people. And this is the reality to it. So when we think reparations, because we owe reparations based off of the crimes against humanity by law, they come out like the Black Caucus out in California and want to deny it. They come out and want to change what our people being enslaved was all about. Burning down our communities, burning down our businesses was all about. It was about economics. It was about resources. It was about that money, that moolah, that cash, that land. Nothing else. But they want to talk all this other stuff that they want to give us. You know what I mean? College and police reform and, you know, who cares about all that? With reparations, you establish all that amongst your nation, amongst your people, for your people. Ain't that's what the wish people did? Once they got their land, once they got all their reparations, they built the whole reality for themselves in their nation of people. Rightly so. And that's the same thing we owe for our nation of people. Rightly so. We didn't ask for this reality of being all conglomerate and tied up together amongst all other nations. This was forced on us. Everybody else came here with a smile. We didn't ask nobody to come here and be with us. That was called an invasion. That's what led to all this reality for the Aboriginal Negroes to be in the position they in. Nothing more, nothing less. And it wasn't pretty, and it wasn't happy, and it wasn't no type of dream that we wanted. It was a nightmare and still going on. So when you see all these other wealthy and rich people that look like us, ask them the question. Why y'all ain't speaking on reparations for crimes against humanity done to our bloodline, to our people? Everybody else that went through the smaller incidents of what we've been through got reparations. We are the greatest Holocaust that ever exists. Massacres, genocides, you name it. And we never been separated from our Holocaust's children. We never been liberated to our own reality. And if you look at it from what it really is property. You can pass property down. You can pass property down, can't you? Well, just because they don't call us property no more, doesn't mean they don't look at us like property anymore. Go figure. Well, that's how the federal census of ethnic hate crimes can keep you as #1 on the list, and you never ever get a bill passed for protection against hate crimes. Do you think it got something to do with that property being passed down to inheritors that still maintain your oppression and suffering? It could be a strong possibility. Just look at how we get policed. No one gets policed like us in America. No one get policed like us in the world. Let's just be real. And with that stated, we are the most mass incarcerated people in the whole entire world. Just our nation. Go figure. Do you think that's by accident? Or do you think it got something to do with never being liberated? Still with your oppressors' children, and they're still maintaining what they have done. Gotta be that, because if the land and all that was taken from our people as well as others Native American people, then they didn't give it back yet. That should tell you something. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But it is the question. You let me know. Praise, praise.